Afternoon, everybody. Clint Endersby from the Southern Livestock Exchange. The market report from the 25th of Feb. Today we yarded just on 1,000 cattle, 980 cattle sold, which is a few more than last week. Numbers bounced back up. We had a couple of drafts. One main draft that came off of the Eyre Peninsula. There was had 90 odd steers and 30 heifers and a run of cows as well. So that just boosted the numbers a little bit. Still, a lot of the cattle came from and then a few out of the mid north, but still a big chunk of the cattle from the local area. Market today fully firmed, or a little bit better, and on most categories, and a few categories where we saw some good improvements. On the cow job, the bulls today, bulls were fully firmed to maybe 10 cents better. Good run of bulls, and a fair few of them had 27 or 8 bulls, all with a bit of weight. Those bulls sold from $4.10 out to $4.30. We had one exceptional bull, 1,180 kilos, $4.29. He come back at over $5,000. In the cow run, had some good heavy cows. The best of those cows are out at $4.15. I think we might touch $4.20 for just an isolated sale, but $4.10 to $15 for the good hard fat cows that were sort of 700 kilos plus. Still the good meaty cow, 600 odd kilos. They'd picked up 10 to 15 today. They were anywhere from sort of $3.85 through to $4. And then even that second run of cows behind that, the cows weighing 520 to 600 kilos. Those cows, again, 10 to 15 better, $3.50 to $3.75. And if they were a little bit neat and a bit tradie, sort out to $3.80. The bullocks, probably not as big a difference in them. They probably just held firm, maybe just 5 cents better. The best of them sold out to $4.70 for some nice bullocks. I think one pet of Red Angus bullocks, a little bit more than $4.70, but they were very nice. Good tradie weight, 600 kilos, milk tooth fellas. You really won't find them too much better. The heifers, just 10 cents behind them. The feeder steer and heifer, a lot more interest in those sort of cattle. Probably 10 or 15 better in places, but solid across the whole sale. Even the 1s and 2s are now consistently making $4.40 to $4.60, and just no real gaps in them. The best of the feeder steers out to $4.80 for some pen of nice Angus feeder steers in that 400 to 500 kilo bracket. Then we had a pen of Angus heifers, preg tested empty from the Eyre Peninsula, beautifully bred cattle, framey, store type heifers, ideal feeder heifers, are $4.70. They were the standout of the day, really, on the feeder heifer front. A lot of the heifers were $4.30 to $4.50 as well. Then we got in the lighter cattle. That's probably where we saw the biggest improvements through today. We had those nice run of calves from the Eyre Peninsula again. There was 90 little black steers there, averaged just on 300 kilos, averaged $5.30, nearly $5.30. But the best of them were 280 kilos. The lightest of them, 280 kilos. They sold at $5.45. Once we got up in the weight, you stepped up to 300 kilo ones. They made $4.30. Once they were 3 and a bit, $5.20, and then the 350 kilo ones made $5.17. That was a nice run of cattle, and they sold very well. But again, once we got onto the 1s and 2s, they were a little bit cheaper. You could buy a black steer for $4.80 to $5 if you wanted to piece them together. Still, cattle have got just enough weight too. There's not too many of those 250 kilo cattle floating around. They're all at 300 to 330 or 40. But a lot more interest there, and I think we'll start to see a bit more interest in them as we go forward from here. So yeah, that's the market report from this week. Hopefully, looks like a bit more rain's going to come through the north, and we might be in line for a bit this weekend as well. So we'll see what happens next week, see if we can yard a few. Thank you.